Blessed day, everyone, and welcome to It's When Lightning Strikes. If this is your first time joining this circle, welcome. My name is Grace, and I will be your host. Today, we are going to be starting the third teaching of the grandfathers, which is respect, and is represented by buffalo. So, buffalo will be the beings that you need to be studying and researching and understanding to understand this teaching. I'm going to get into this teaching a little bit more just because of where it originates and help you on this little part of the journey a little bit more. So let's define what respect is first of all. Respect, first of all, needs to be reciprocated, meaning if you want respect, you need to give respect. You don't just get respect without earning it, basically. And we can see that a lot in this world where certain peoples think they should just get respect because of their name or their profession or their title or any other number of things. And that's not correct. You don't just get respect. You need to earn it by giving respect yourself and by, treating others in a respectful way. So that's the first thing about respect. Respect can also be thought of as treating somebody the way that you would also like to be treated. Meeting them on equal ground, valuing their thoughts, their ideas, their viewpoints, their opinions, whether you agree with them or not, giving them the same considerations that you would like for yourself. So those are kind of some ways we can think of respect as we start our way through this. So respect in buffalo, we're going to be taking a journey back in time to the indigenous peoples and how they lived. And back then, all of what we have now didn't exist. We didn't have all these buildings, we didn't have grocery stores, we didn't have air conditioning, we didn't have electricity, we didn't have running water in your house. We didn't have any of this stuff. And the buffalo were extremely important to many of the indigenous peoples for their very survival. And they used all parts of buffalo for literally everything: food, shelter, clothing, use their bones to make sewing needles. I mean, it's an endless list of how buffalo was utilized by the indigenous peoples. And so they had great respect for buffalo because buffalo literally gave them life by sacrificing himself or herself for the people. And so an important part of understanding this teaching is going back to humility, where we know that part of being humble is having the absence of thoughts that you are better than or superior to another. And so if we look at buffalo, who chooses to sacrifice their self so that others may live, this is a true act of humility, because if buffalo thought that they were superior to the people, then why on earth would they literally give their life for them so that they might live? So buffalo is in their sacrifice, in their selflessness, a humble being, and respectful in that they don't just respect their own life, they respect the fact that all life is important, and they sacrifice their lives for this. And so, because respect needs to be reciprocated, the indigenous peoples were very grateful, very thankful. I'm sure humbled that such a great sacred being would sacrifice its own life for them. I mean, I know that's how I would feel, so I don't want to speak for anybody. And so to return this respect that Buffalo gave them, no part of Buffalo was wasted. Every single part was used. And, even the skulls and various other items were used in many different ceremonies to continue to honor them even in their death. So this is why, in brevity anyway, Buffalo represents respect. Buffalo represents selflessness, self-sacrifice, humility. And so again, we're in a place where, we can see how all of these teachings operate together in tandem, in support of each other. So in terms of humanity, we have a lot of work to do in terms of respect, not only in respect for each other, human to human, but there is a profound, and I do mean profound, lack of respect for this land, our great Mother Earth, for all of our relatives, for the waters, for the air. Literally, pretty much all of creation is disrespected in a significant way. And this needs to change pretty immediately. So Buffalo and respect. Do your research, pray for understanding, seek understanding, and there's going to be a second video on respect. I already know this, so be looking for that next. Until we come together again in this circle, I thank you for joining me today on the channel where lightning is bound to strike. Until we come together again, please be well.